All right, welcome back, Intermediate Algebras. Today's solve equations by completing the square. We are definitely getting into more difficult stuff at this point. So let's get started. So here's the first part. There's a two-part question to this one. They say to consider the equation right here, x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 2. So I'm just going to rewrite that right here. So just so you can see it, I'm just rewriting it. They want us to rewrite this equation by completing the square, and they want us to put it in the form of x plus or minus a term and then equals a term. So we're going to get it to that format. So the first thing, whenever we do this, is the first thing you want to do whenever you have this is you want the right side of the equation to equal 0. So we have to get rid of that positive 2x. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. You can see I subtracted 2x from here, and negative 4x plus negative 2x is negative 6x. So that's where that came from. So now, next step is we need to complete the perfect square for these two. So what is half of negative 6? It's negative 3. And then what is negative 3 squared? It would be positive 9. So we need this term here to be a positive 9. Well, in order to change this to a positive 9, to going from 4 to 9, you might agree that we added 5. Whatever we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side of the equation. We add 5. Now we have this in perfect square form, or almost perfect square form. We just have to get this down to the parentheses. And remember, in the parentheses, it's always half of this number. So we have x minus 3 squared equals 5. So the perfect square form of this here is that right there. This term right here, whatever we get for this answer, that answer goes right there for the first one. And you'll notice this form right here matches this form right here or this form right here. They just have a plus for one or the minus for the other. Now, second is they're saying what are the, oopsie, I thought I had that locked in place. We better lock that in place. I don't remember where it was before. All right, we'll lock it there. I hope my dot is in the right spot. I might just do it myself here. Now, we need to solve for this. So, in order to solve for this, we need to take the square root of this side, and we need to take square root of that side. And I'll represent that this way right here. A square and a square root will cancel each other. And remember, when we take the square root of a number, it equals the positive or the negative value of that. Since 5 is not a perfect square, we will just leave it in this format right here. Then, how do I get rid of a negative 3? I add 3 to both sides. So I end up with x equals 3 plus or minus the square root of 5, which is this answer right here, letter D. Oh, where'd my dot go? Oh, we're going to unlock this. And we're going to shift it back up so it looks perfect right there. There we go. Now we'll lock that back in place. All right, so that's our answer right there. Let's do one more. This probably seemed confusing for some, so let's do another one here. Again, here's our opening equation right there. 24 equals x squared minus 4x plus 3. So I'm just going to copy that down right there. And we're going to start solving this. So the first thing is we need this side to equal 0. So I will subtract 24 from both sides. And there it is right there. X squared minus 4x minus 21. Now, we need to take these two and do a perfect square format for those two. Okay, well, what is the perfect square of negative 4? Well, half of negative 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. So we need this number to turn into a positive 4. So I'm going to do that. So you're going to notice I took this term here from being negative 21 to positive 4, which means I added 25 to this side, correct? Well, remember back in the day, if you add 25 here, you can zero that out by subtracting 25. I'm just kind of showing how to do it both ways because some people might prefer this method, okay? From here, I actually don't like having this on this side, so I think I'm going to add, oh, I didn't do that yet. I'll do that on the next one. I put this one into perfect square form, where it is the x minus 2, again, that's half of this term right here, x minus 2 and minus 25. But to get into the format they're asking for up here, we need to now add that 25 to both sides so we get to this format. Okay? Now that we're there, we're going to take this term right here, we're going to write it in right there for you. Okay? Now, next step. We need to continue solving, so we need to get over to here and we have to solve for our solutions. So, I need to take and do the, oh, I never put my square roots in here. You're going to watch how I build these then. All right, we're going to take the little square root sign here. We're going to put it over here. We're going to, that's too big. Let's shrink that thing up. There we go. Put a little square root sign here. And now I have to build a square root myself. So we're going to build one. There we go. We'll take the square root of this side. As I take the square root of that side, then I end up with, I'm going to clone these things. Clone. Oh, do I have a square root? Wait. I don't need that thing. Because what is the square root of 25? It's plus or minus 5. And the square and the square root here cancel each other. So I truly do have plus or minus 5 equals x plus 2. Now my next step is I need to get rid of the minus 2. How do I do that? I add 2 to both sides. And I've got 2 plus or minus 5 equals x. Now here's the deal. That's how they list the solutions over here. And so I guess we'll go with it. This one here matches letter A, so we'll put letter A. But this is not our final answer, so I don't like that Khan did this. We should do what is 2 plus 5, which is 7, and what is 2 minus 5, which is negative 3. That is truly your solutions to that equation right there. So this one should have come up with this answer. It did not, so we'll go with what they had. But that is how you do it. Anyways, good luck. I'll see you at Google Hangouts. Bye-bye.